welcome to another series, or not another series, but another installment of the Fall Walk series. I believe today is Fall Walk number 22. Let me go ahead and get the outdoor walk started here. Entering my passcode, going to my apps, fitness app, outdoor walk, 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome, and so we're off. So like I said, everyone, welcome to Fall Walk 22. Making amazing progress during this season. On December 21st, the beginning of the winter season, we'll be changing the name of these videos to Winter Walk, and subsequently to Spring Walk and Summer Walk. And then by the time next year comes around, we'll be right back at Fall Walk. So we're going to be doing this year-round, seasonally, and we're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to see how things change throughout the seasons, how the channel changes, how the content changes, how the audience grows, so on and so forth. So we're going to have a lot of fun. So if you visited my channel today, you'll notice that I put a new video out. It's actually the first video that you'll see if you view my channel. It's called Your First 100 Miles. So if you watch the video, you'll get some context, but I figured while I'm here, I will also provide some context for those of you who have not seen that video and are just now watching this walking video for the first time. So here's exactly what I plan on doing. Earlier, before I had my Apple Watch, I used to track my metrics through my phone, which probably wasn't that accurate, but anyway, I used Map My Walk, which is an application published by Under Armour. And I noticed that they have a section for challenges. It looks like they actually have a year-long challenge where they challenge walkers to do 1,000 miles throughout the entire year. And it also looks like they have what I would assume to be monthly challenges. The November challenge is closing up in a couple of hours, and the challenge for this month was to do 100 miles. I can only assume that the one for tomorrow is going to be a lot of the same. Okay. Just give me one moment here. So based on the challenges that Under Armour has already published, I can only assume that during December, they're going to be doing the same thing for another 100 miles. And so I wanted to sort of take matters into my own hands and see if I was able to create a challenge and then send a link out to some people, or at least in a channel description or a video description, so that way you all can view it and see how many participants we can get. So starting tomorrow, nothing's really going to change on the channel. I'm still going to continue making videos when I can, but I challenge everyone watching my videos to log their 100 miles for the month of December. And the easiest way to do that is to watch that channel trailer. So if you navigate to the channel, the homepage, you'll see that Your First 100 Miles video. And on the channel description, I keep saying channel description, but on the video description, you'll see a link to the channel homepage where you can register. Now, unfortunately, I thought the challenge service was free, but it looks like after I reach 10 participants, I will have to pay for more participants to join, which I don't really mind. It's $1, it's $1 per participant. So, you know, if I get another 10 more participants, that's $10 more. And I guess after some point, like, let's say in the most ideal world, we get 100 participants. It's not so much that I would want to prevent anyone from being able to walk with me, but at some point I also have to take care of my wallet, right? It's going to be difficult for me to scale to that amount currently. But perhaps as the channel continues to grow, you know, I can continue to reinvest in these challenges, and perhaps we can see how big we can get that list to be. So that's what's going to be happening. Like I said, nothing's really going to change. The videos might get a little bit longer because the goal will now become to do at least 3.2 miles a day. That is the minimum required for me to be able to achieve my goal of 100 miles for the month. Now, how you decide to do that is really up to you. The challenge accepts multiple parameters. I made it so that the only activities that are required are at least walking or running. For example, you can't do it through swimming or cycling or hiking. I really want this channel to be focused on either walking or running. Walking because that's what most of my videos are about, and running because I have the videos that I make every other day or every other couple of days regarding the Couch to 5K session. So with all that being said, I really hope that if you're watching this video, you are able to join that challenge with me. Even if you don't make it to the 100 miles, the fact that you even joined and participated, hopefully interacted with some of the other people that are doing it, will get you in the mindset and help you, achieve the sort of lifestyle that you want, at least in terms of physical health. By joining the challenge, the challenge will also link you to my YouTube channel. And on my YouTube channel, you can see a link to the Discord. And joining that Discord server will put you in contact with all the other people who have watched my videos and are part of this walking community that I'm trying to create. And I think that's really what makes walking or any endeavor fun, when you have a community to do it with. I was talking about it a while ago. It seems like this current generation, the younger people, want to be a part of something bigger than just working a job. They want to be able to make an impact on someone's life. So I hope I can do that for you by providing you with these tools to better yourself. How amazing would it be if you end off the year having walked 100 miles, or maybe 50 miles, maybe 20 miles, maybe 10 miles, some goal that you feel like you can reach? How amazing would it be to end off the year strong and start the new year even stronger? I can't tell you right now what type of challenges will be coming in the new year. I don't know if I'll do one of these every single month, but you can certainly guarantee that I will be doing them at some point. Because I'm just starting this channel, I think typically a lot of YouTubers, including myself, get very excited at the prospect of doing a lot of different things. But now I'm in a position where I think I may be biting more than I can chew, because I have to not only do I have to do strength training, I also have to walk a considerable amount, at least for me currently. And on top of that, I'm also doing the running sessions. So it's not so much that I have to do the activity, it's the fact that I'm telling myself that I should upload them. I certainly don't want any of the videos to take a hit. What I mean by that is, I don't want to stop making the running videos. I certainly won't stop making the walking videos, because that's kind of what the channel is built off of. But I have to figure out a better way to manage my time. Here's another good example. Tomorrow, Friday, like today I didn't work out, right? I didn't do strength training today because now I'm focusing on full body workouts that I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, in hopes that will give me more time to do other things. I did not work out today, but tomorrow I will. That takes about an hour. And then since tomorrow is the first day of the challenge, that's another hour of walking. But then on top of that, I have to do another half an hour of running. Well, I'm doing the running today, but you understand what I'm saying? We'll see. I just don't want it to become too much where I am overwhelmed. It might not be. It might not be that bad. We'll just see how it goes. Today, I don't really have to worry about my 3.2 miles. We're still in November, so I might keep this walk to 30 minutes. Maybe I'll do 35. I will see how I feel. So far, I'm feeling great. Let me see the pace. We're still a little bit over 18 minutes and 4 seconds a mile, which I would like to get underneath 18. I can try and walk more briskly. One thing I wish the watch told me was how fast I was going, because it doesn't. That would be a very nice way for me to see if I'm walking briskly. So let's actually see if we can find average pace for brisk walk. I just realized I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. Oh no. I've been getting a lot of messages. Oh man. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb this whole time. I wasn't able to get any messages. That's sad. Okay. I gotta make sure I keep track of all this, okay? Let me check Facebook real quick. This is not Facebook, this is YouTube. What am I talking about? I'm all over the place right now. not getting the best of signal. The signal in this neighborhood is hit or miss. Some days I'm able to watch full-length YouTube videos with no problem. Oh, nice. Hello, excited to walk virtually with you. That's amazing. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. I really hope that you can join me on my journey, and I'm excited to hear about your progress. There you go. And it's important to engage with your community. That's like level 0 of, I think, being a good content creator. Mind you, I'm just starting, so I don't really know. But if I had to take a guess, good content creators probably engage with their community. So let's go back to what it was that we were looking. Average pace, 2.7 miles per hour. See, it only gives me, is a 20-minute mile of brisk walk. Brisk walking means a pace of a 20-minute mile. 15 minutes per mile. That's a person with excellent fitness. How can I even walk that fast? Wow. This isn't really telling me what I want. How to boost your average walking speed. How about the pictures? Maybe there's some pictures here that are more helpful. Walking speed for seniors. Interval, brisk walk. Walking pace for a brisk walk. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You don't get... Well, look at this. We are walking faster right now, according to the watch. 17 minutes and 49 seconds is my average pace. I'm just going to keep it like that, and I'll keep walking. Again, the point is, if anything, this is actually much in the same way that you'll go to the gym and do like feeler reps. Let's say you're gonna, go and do like a bench. You're gonna pick a lighter weight and do some sets, sort of like a warm up, but also just getting used to how the weight's going to feel. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Getting used to what I think running quickly will feel like, not running, walking, and sort of also getting into the groove of doing this. Yeah, let me think about how I'm going to manage that time. It's very important that I do that correctly, because you also don't want to burn out. It is a fantastic day here in South Florida. The weather has been being consistently good. Hasn't rained in a long time, knock on wood. Pretty happy I had someone come today to fix my fence. I had a side gate that was messed up for a long time. When I say long time, I mean like 3 weeks, but we had some torrential downpour here. I think if you go back to some of my older videos, there's a video that I say, I didn't walk today. That was the day that we had torrential downpour, and for some reason after that, the gate was completely messed up. I mean, it was really bad. It almost seemed, I don't know, I don't feel like rain alone could have caused it to be that bad, but maybe. Anyway, I had one of the best contractors I've ever worked with. I've worked with him on multiple occasions. I had him come to my house. He fixed my gate, and now it's awesome. Now it works as it should, and I'm really happy for that. It's the small things that really make a difference. Especially if your gate's just completely off the hinge and it's angled. I mean, it gives a very clear entry to anyone that wants to come into your backyard. But now it's fixed. And to be fair, that side gate was always a little bit wonky. Even before it officially broke, it was always hard to open, just always hard to do anything with. So it's, it was bound to happen that it was gonna break. And I'm glad that I was able to, I found this contractor a while ago. I'm glad he was able to come on a fairly short notice and help me out. Yeah, as a homeowner, when you first move into your home, you start finding things that don't work or things you want to improve. And it's imperative that you find a contractor that you can trust and a contractor that you can depend on. So many contractors, at least here in South Florida, are the complete opposite of that. So my ex-manager at the company that I currently work for recommended me to the contractor that I'm currently working with. And ever since day one, he has been phenomenal. First of all, he's punctual. If he says he'll arrive to my home at 8 a.m., he comes at 7:50, and he leaves at the same time every single time he comes. You can tell he's very good with time management, and he even cleans up after himself, which is insane. And he also gives me very good prices for the work that he's doing. And he's done a lot in my home, from small little things here and there in different rooms to helping me paint interior areas, even going as far as doing more major renovations like complete bathroom remodels. So some of the next couple of things that I'm looking forward to doing in my home are probably doing the rest of the interior paint for the house, giving it a nice clear coat of white paint, fresh white paint. And after that, probably, redoing baseboards, making sure those are nice and updated, and doing some other random things. I definitely want to redo my garage, mostly just get some epoxy for the flooring, probably paint it, add a little more storage to give myself some more room and make it a little more efficient with space. I think I would like to redo my driveway, but I'm not sure if I just want to redo the asphalt. So the thing about my driveway is, actually, let me backtrack here. I think I've already maybe talked about this in one of the walks before, but we'll talk about it again now. So I went out with some friends a couple of weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago now, and I got back home at like 3 in the morning, and I noticed that from my backyard there was a lot of water coming into the driveway. Up until that point, I thought the reason that I had water on my driveway every morning was just because of rain. But my girlfriend was talking to me, and she's like, it hasn't been raining. Like, where's this water coming from? And sure enough, I went to the backyard. I didn't see any water coming from anywhere, but the entire backyard was flooded. It was full of water. So I thought to myself, I think it's a faulty sprinkler head. So I started doing some research, trying to see how I can fix the sprinkler head, and I went to the pump that's set to auto, and I set to turn on. I forced it to be on. And so much water came out of that, it's like I was drenched. It's as if I had just literally jumped into a pool with my clothes on and then went back out. It was really, really bad. So I figured that's the thing that's causing, this thing goes off at 3 a.m. in the morning, and this is what's causing there to be a puddle in the front of my home every morning. So now going back to the driveway, now I've sort of identified the issue with the sprinkler pump. I can attempt to fix that. I also told my contractor about that today, and he believes he might have a solution, so I'm excited to see what he can help me with. But my driveway has a very big hole. It's not so much a hole, it just slumps in the front. So there's a big ditch like this that water can just accumulate on. So even if the sprinkler's off, if it rains, the drainage is terrible. And my house is the only one that's like that. So what ends up happening is water accumulates, which typically attracts a lot of ducks, and also just messes with the grass line. All that water over time erodes the grass line, and I'm left with all this mud. I no longer have a straight grass line, I just have a curve that's full of mud. So anytime I drive in or drive out, things get very muddy, and it's just not nice. So I've been debating if I should fix the ditch, try to level it out a little bit, and create some sort of drainage, and perhaps redo the asphalt, which I see a lot of people in the neighborhood doing. Redoing of the asphalt is certainly not a permanent solution. I think it lasts only for a couple of weeks, and then it'll just essentially go right back to how it was before. Or I can just go ahead and completely repave the driveway. I'd probably want to keep it black, and I think I can get away with getting some black pavers. I just have to find them. I don't know if Home Depot has any, but I'm sure they probably do. So I think that about covers everything I want to do with my home. But we'll see. I may or may not do that. because I have other goals I want to accomplish within the next couple of months and years. And perhaps, if I do plan on renting this home out at some point, redoing the driveway, I don't really think it'll be something that a potential renter will really care about. I think having done the bathrooms was probably a greater investment. I think as long as I can fix the ditch, redo the asphalt in the driveway, that'll be enough to, make the home a little bit more appealing and less of a maintenance issue when it comes to cleaning out that driveway. So a quick update here. Been walking for about 20 minutes. We've managed to stay underneath 18 minutes a mile for the average pace, which is nice. I don't feel like I'm walking any faster than I typically do. Let me see, we've done 1.16 miles. So imagine, that's 20 minutes. If I had another 20 minutes to that, right, I'll be at 40 minutes and I'll just be at 2.4 miles, which still leaves me with about 0.8 miles to do. So I'm expecting that once I start this challenge, I'm going to have to average about 50 minutes a day. So probably what I will start doing is splitting these up. It's harder to do. It's just hard to do that much walking all at once. Not so much it's hard as in an exercise, it's just hard to do with work, with gym, also trying to do the running. I may put the running on hold, to be quite honest. And it's funny, just as I was making a lot of improvement, right? I was getting to a point where I was starting to reduce 7 minutes. Like today, I have to do 8 minutes and then walk. So we'll see. It really just depends. More so because I think the challenge will be more fun, frankly. The challenge is something more people can benefit from. The 5K videos are mainly me just documenting my runs. And I understand that some of you all might want to see those workout videos and follow them for yourself. But most people are probably going to benefit from walking because it's just more accessible. And accessibility is very important. I'm going to give you a very good example about accessibility. And the analogy I'm going to make is regarding amusement park rides. So in Central Florida, as I'm sure a lot of you might know, there is Walt Disney World, and there's also Universal Orlando Resort. And in Universal Orlando Resort, there's Universal Studios and also Islands of Adventure. And in Islands of Adventure, there are 2 different roller coasters, at least 2 main ones that I can think of that I'm going to use for this analogy. One of them is called Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, and the other one is called the Velocicoaster. Now, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure is very accessible. It is intense, but it's definitely not by any means as intense as many of the other roller coasters in those theme parks. So the lines tend to be very long. Now, when I say very long, I mean, definitely you'll be waiting more than an hour and a half. Most of the time, 90% of the time, right? Now, even during peak hours, a attraction like the Velocicoaster might be 45 minutes because it's least or less accessible. There are less people that want to go on a roller coaster of that intensity, right? So, going back to the analogy of running or walking, if you took the average person off the street and you asked them, hey, do you want to walk half an hour with me versus, hey, do you want to run half an hour with me? More of them will probably agree to the walking than the running. So statistically, it's probably better that I focus on the walking challenge and perhaps put a pause on the 5K challenge. Really what I should do is I should never be doing 2 challenges at the same time. But I wanted to, again, end the year off strong, and I figured like doing a 100-mile challenge would be a great way of doing that. So we'll see. It's just a matter of seeing what the audience likes. It's okay to put a pause on things so that way you can focus on other things that matter. Just on the Discord right now, looking at things, everything's good. want to give a shout out to the Discord server. Thank you to everyone that has been watching my videos. Thanks for the new subscribers. It's very fun to be able to engage with the community. And I know that I say that a lot, but it really is the truth. That's sort of what makes all of this worth it. Because if you're just doing it for yourself, obviously it's good to do it for myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm the main one gaining, right? I'm benefiting a lot from the exercise. It's good for my health. But if I can share that with someone, it just makes it a lot more worthwhile. A little over 1.5 miles. Again, if we're trying to reach our daily goal, we're looking at, walking for about 50 minutes. That's what I think at this current pace it will take to be able to hit those 3.2 miles every single day. During this time of silence, I always like to encourage viewers to take it as a moment of self-reflection. Think about what you did yesterday, think about what you did today, think about what it is you want to accomplish in the next couple of days and weeks, especially as we close off 2023. It's important that we always take a moment to reflect and learn. Oftentimes we're so busy throughout our day with work, trying to solve issues, put down fires. We never take a moment to just really think to ourselves and ask ourselves, are we happy? Are we content? Perhaps you're in a job that you don't really like and you want to get out of it. Perhaps you are in a job that you love, but you are trying to figure out a way to get promoted. Maybe you got in an argument with your significant other. Maybe there are some issues in your life with finances. Whatever it be, take a moment out and think about it. And ask yourself, what is it that you're going to do to get better and get out of the hole? For me, self-reflection means improving myself and achieving my goals. I know that sounds very vague, but I'm intentionally being vague, mostly for privacy reasons. But I do have goals to relocate. Let's just say that. I do have goals to relocate, and it will take a lot of time and dedication to be able to achieve that goal. But I do have a plan, and I'm excited to execute on that plan. So yeah, I think I made a decision. I think I will put a pause on the Couch to 5K videos. I just think it's too much, and it burns me out. It burns me out. Exercise ring closed. Doing great today. Let's keep it up. Let's go on Reddit and see if we can find anything popular to talk about. Henry Kissinger, the Pogues. A lot of these things are popular, but frankly, I'm just not too informed about them to talk about them. I might know tidbits here and there to you. Hey, what's up, man? There are some days like today where it's just a very much business as usual day and there's not really a lot to talk about. Oh, looks like I'm getting a phone call. Just one moment. Oh, did not mean to hang that up. Let me actually wrap this video up first real quick. Actually, hey, what's up, babe? Yo, got my teeth clean. Let me call you back in 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds. Bye. All right, so let's quickly wrap this up here. I'm gonna end the workout. All right, so we walked 41 minutes and 28 seconds, 2.39 miles with an average pace of 17 minutes and 19 seconds per mile. Active calories were 174 calories with total calories being 238. We had an average heart rate of 100 beats per minute with a range of 85 through 108 beats per minute. And with that being said, and as always, I'm excited to see you all tomorrow for day 1 of our challenge. I'm definitely going to be taking a hiatus from the Couch to 5K running sessions. I just think, frankly, it's too much. I'm going to get burnt out, and I won't be able to dedicate time for the challenge, which I think, at least for this month, is important. Not to say that I don't ever want to do a 5K, but we're in challenge mode right now, so let's get it. With that being said, take care, everyone, and happy holidays.